Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Hope you've had a good week, and I hope to see you on Shabbos here at Shul because it'll be a very special Shabbos at Young Yisrael of Brookline. It is our annual community celebration. Davening will be beautiful, ruach filled. It will be led by three professional chazanim. So I encourage you to come a little bit earlier than you normally would to get a little bit more of the inspiring davening. After davening, there will be a luncheon from catering by Andrew that everyone is invited to attend. And before lunch, though, we of course will be honoring our very well-deserving honorees, Romy and Ishay Admanit with the Ahavat Yisrael Award, and Rabbi Joseph and Razel Palach with the Amud Ha'am Pillar of the Nation Award. So if any of the other reasons are not sufficient reason to come, you should come to express our appreciation and respect to these very well-deserving honorees, and we hope to see you and celebrate together with you. Despite the fact that this is a very special and celebratory Shabbos, Imlo Aleh Es Yushalayim Al Rosh Simchasi, especially at times of joy and celebration, we think about the entire Jewish people, those who cannot celebrate right now. And as we always do on the Friday, Erev Shabbos, Virs of our Torahs, we count today, we mark that today is the 259th day that the hostages remain in Gaza, that the Jewish people are fighting the war in Gaza, and we daven for the hostages, the soldiers, and all of Israel, and everyone should have good and happy days ahead that they should enjoy very soon. In this week's Parsha, we have the story of Pesach Sheni. A group of Jews come to Moshe Rabbeinu, and the rest of the Jewish people are about to celebrate Pesach, offer the Korban Pesach. And a small group come to Moshe Rabbeinu and they say, Lama nigara, why do we lose out? Yes, we are tamei, we are ritually impure, but we want to participate in some way. We want to be part of the offering of the Korban Pesach. Isn't there something we can do? And Moshe Rabbeinu responds to them, Imdu ve'eshma'a, wait, let me go ask Hashem and I will find out. And Moshe Rabbeinu returns in a little bit and tells them, yes, Hashem has said there will be a concept called Pesach Sheni for someone who is ritually impure or someone who is far away when we enter the land of Israel, and people may be living far away, far from Yerushalayim, from the Mishkan or the Beis Hamikdash. There will be an opportunity to offer a Korban Pesach 1 month later after the primary Pesach. And Rashi comments, quoting the Medrash on this little story, that V'ru'uya haisa parshazu lehei amar alidei Moshe kashar kol Torah. The concept of Pesach Sheni, that's something that Hashem had to teach. It should have been taught through Moshe as any other mitzvah in the Torah, without the sort of background story that was the reason and the cause of it. And it could have been included in the story even without including it could have been included in the Torah without including the story, even if it was indeed the fact that it was because these people came to Moshe Rabbeinu. We could have just left this part out, and we could have just had a parsha said, "Vaydaber Hashem el Moshe lemor," and God spoke to Moshe saying, if there is someone who is tamei or b'derech l'rchoka, far away, they should offer the sacrifice on the Pesach Sheni. So why was the story included? Why is this mitzvah presented as an outgrowth of the question of these individuals? Ella shezachu elu shete'amer al yedeihan. Even though we don't have their names, but these individuals merited to be the basis of a parsha of the Torah. Shemagagul and zechus al yedei zakai. For we increase the merit and give something meritorious to those who are deserving. They did a mitzvah, and therefore, so to speak, they get the parsha of the Torah. But we can understand this in an even deeper way. It's not just, well, they did something good, so they get a reward. They get to be recorded in the Torah for all eternity. But there's a deeper connection, and we can understand that on more than one level. These Jews at the time, there was no yet concept of Pesach Sheni. They were tamei. They were ritually impure, and therefore, based on their current understanding, they were exempt. They couldn't participate, no fault of their own, and therefore they are exempt from the mitzvah. But these people came and they said, we don't want to be exempt. We want to do the mitzvah. We want to go beyond what we are strictly obligated to. And it was in that merit, the desire to do more than what the Torah demands, more than what Hashem obligates us, to do extra. So Mida Kneged Mida, there was an extra parsha, a paragraph or two of the Torah was added in their merit. They wanted to add, they wanted to go beyond, they wanted to do more, and therefore, Mida Keneged Mida, something was added, the Torah was increased beyond what had already been written. That is one way to understand the connection in between their good deed and the reward of an additional parsha in the Torah. But there's another way to understand it. These Jews come to Moshe Rabbeinu, and we can hear in their words several arguments. They say, Lama nigara, why should we lose out? Why should we be less? Levilti hakriv es karban Hashem b'moado. Why do we lose the chance to offer the sacrifice to Hashem in its proper time? We want to do the mitzvah. We want to serve Hashem. And the pasuk could have ended there. It was a desire to do this very important mitzvah Beha'alotecha makom in their relationship between themselves and Hashem. But they continue. Why do we not get to offer the karban b'soch b'nei Yisrael amongst the Jewish people? The Medrash comments, Lama niu kimenuden. Why are we being treated like those who have been excommunicated, banned from the community? We want to be part of the nation. Yes, we want the opportunity to do the mitzvah towards Hashem, but also we want the opportunity to be part of the tzibor, part of the community, part of the nation, to celebrate together as one. And we feel like we are missing out. We feel like we are being excluded. And really, they maybe not have said it. It is a deficiency in the Jewish people. The Jewish people should have felt that they were missing, that if they were not all present, then the celebration and the joy cannot be complete. And Moshe Rabbeinu responded to them and said, you're right. We can't include you in exactly the same way because you are ritually impure, but you need to have a way to participate, and everyone needs to know that you haven't been excluded. You also will participate, albeit in a different way. The Jewish people are whole. Everyone is included. No one is excluded. Mitoch b'nei Yisrael. We always should have the mindset to try to make sure that we include more and more people, that we don't, chas v'shalom, directly or indirectly, cause anyone to feel like they are excluded. But especially at times of joy and celebration, there's an extra mitzvah. We should be extra mindful to try to include. One, so that they should not feel excluded, that while we celebrate, they are excluded, but also in times of simcha, whether it's on Yantiv, times of simcha, whether it's a family simcha, we have more to give. Our hearts are more full. We have more joy, so we should share that with others beyond perhaps the obvious people that we would include. We should try to bring more people in and include more people into our simcha. These Jews were the Jews who were almost left out. The Jews who just would have been absent and maybe no one would have noticed because they just would have been present. And in this parsha, the Torah teaches that, yes, we want to make sure that no one is left out, that no one is excluded. There is no missing Jew. And in that merit, so to speak, the missing parsha was included, that there can't be a missing piece of the Torah, just like there can't be not one missing Jew. And we have to include them, figure out a way to fit them in. So too, even if it's not the normal way, it's not spoken directly from Moshe, it comes about through a story, but that extra part of the Torah, it's not extra, that last bit of the Torah, the piece of the Torah which maybe almost was left out, is included. And that is what this parsha is about, to make sure that we have the whole Torah, to make sure that we have the whole Jewish people all together, united. This Shabbos, again, is a very special Shabbos. It's a celebratory Shabbos. We are filled with joy here at Young Israel Brookline. We are filled with Hakar Satov to our honorees, Hakar Satov to the entire community, to Hashem, and our hearts are filled with positive emotions, with joy and celebration and thanksgiving, and we want to share that with all. We want as many people to be part of that. We want as many people to feel these positive emotions. So if you are hearing this, you are invited. You are encouraged. We hope to see you this Shabbos at Young Israel Brooklyn for a very special annual community Shabbos, celebrating and honoring Romi Nishad Manit, and Rabbi Joseph and Razel Pollock. We hope to see you and celebrate together and have a wonderful Shabbos. Good Shabbos, everyone, and Shabbat Shalom.